A word for our listeners. Season 2 of Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1930s and 40s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It's not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, a Nerds Domain gaming podcast. Join us each week as our commandos uncover the corruption of the mythos in World War II. Starring Johnny Brown, Ed Maudlin, Chris Dunn, and Matt Quiett, with John Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed Nazi cultists await you just beyond this music. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. I'm Matt, and I'm here with John.
Hello.
And Ed.
Hello.
And Rob.
Hello.
And welcoming Cullen to our group. Cullen, say hello.
Hiya.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm out.
Nope.
wait a minute. No. I'm supposed to be that guy.
We're gonna duel for the spot.
Wow.
Big pistols at dawn.
I don't know how I feel about this. Thanks, Cullen.
Yeah, fine.
It's just not working out.
it's you. It's not me. It's all you.
So, briefly for Cullen, I thought we would go around and introduce our characters again.
Sounds like a good idea.
So I am playing Captain.
Why do you try to keep promoting yourself?
Look, I've seen some things.
You have seen some things.
And some stuff.
Yeah,
I was
I-
playing
I-
the
I-
at-home drinking game.
yeah. Anybody that's playing the at-home drinking game.
I am a client of Wolf Fishman.
Wolf Fishman is our attorney at law.
He's a
Specifically-
maritime lawyer.
Specifically a maritime lawyer.
So he only tries stuff
Yes.
out in the water, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm playing Captain Kauri Loveridge from New Zealand. I'm known for shooting things a lot and being gnarled.
And for not having a New Zealand accent.
That's true. And also jumping over walls. I jump over walls really freaking well.
You do with that.
So, but specifically, you used to be a tracker.
I did. I used to be a sniper.
Oh, you used to be a sniper.
I used to be a sniper, but you can't snipe very well with just one eye. So now I'm a tracker primarily, and I'm good at hiding and moving in the field.
Yeah. So
silently.
which eye did you lose? Left or right?
Left.
Left. And
Yeah.
then so the left side of his face has some scarring.
Yeah.
His left eye is also that milky white. You can see the iris underneath from an injury.
Yep.
And then
really
he has this amazing backstory where he went away to war.
Man, you are really digging at this.
Yeah.
You're really digging at this.
He went
Go
away to
ahead.
war, and he came back, and he was like, "Yay, I'm finally coming home." And it seemed like everybody in the village just up and left, just because they heard he was coming back.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. No, his village disappeared mysteriously.
Yep.
So that's a thing that might come up at some point, maybe.
Did we just up skills?
Yeah,
did,
we
okay.
did. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the end of the last
Yeah.
episode. Okay. It's been a little bit since we recorded.
Like a month.
Yeah. So, Ed, what about you?
My character is Captain Jack McKenzie. I'm a Canadian sniper.
Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Sort of with that.
And I'm a mercenary, and I don't have nearly as rich a backstory. But just, I like the Toronto Blue Jays, and were they around in World War II? I don't think they were.
No
I don't
idea.
think there are many songbirds in Toronto. It's very cold.
That's true, but they do have a heck of a baseball team, and I always kind of wished I was an American because I'm from Toronto, and it's just like right over there, and I like donuts and hockey
And poutine.
and poutine.
So
Yes.
you're about back bacon. How do you feel about back
I
bacon?
love back bacon.
Yeah. Okay. Put that on poutine.
I am really I am nothing more than a collection of Canadian stereotypes, and I'm reasonably certain that I am the entire reason for the warning not to offend anyone in the opening of the broadcast.
It turns out when Ed plays a character and you put in some light potential racism, he just shifts that into gear and drives hard.
No, I tread very gently on it, but unfortunately, even treading gently on it still sounds racist. I'm not going to lie.
Because it sounds like you're aware that you're racist and you're trying not to sound racist.
Right? Oh my
so
God!
much worse.
That is. You're exactly right.
I know that I hate everyone that's different from me, but I don't want you to know that.
Yeah, the character that we played in what was that 1920s New York?
Yeah.
Basically, like my entire character could have just been not to sound racist, but that was everything I said was not to sound racist, but
Yeah.
I was cringing at myself. So
It's great.
and why do we have to keep reliving that? I mean,
You brought it up.
I did bring it up, but
I'm
he's
just-
always mentioning it in the intro. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying that I wrote something in a backstory to give the keeper something to hook into, and he brings it up every time. Every time. Rob, what about you? Who are you playing? What are you playing?
I am playing Wing Commander Reese Llewellyn. He's a Welshman. He's part of the British RAF. Somehow became the leader of this group.
You outrank us.
Yes.
You were sent to
Johnny
basically
Come
just a border patrol outpost that pre-World War II doesn't seem like it's going to be that important. You got the mountains, and then we're in France, right?
No,
Belgium.
You guys were in
Belgium. You're in Belgium.
close.
So yeah. So at this stage in your career, it's like it's a good early command. They don't expect a lot to happen. As long as you keep everything, running smoothly, that's gonna help you out.
And,
And
as
then
long as monsters don't show up.
Unfortunately, Wendigo showed up and ate some children, and that is not going to look good, depending on how you write it up in your report. So
Yes.
that's where we stand
The Blue
with
Jays.
that.
The Blue Jays played their first game April 7th, 1977, against the Chicago White Sox.
You can be a Maple Leafs fan, maybe?
I'm a Leafs fan.
Sure.
That
Rough
seems
Riders.
Maybe. I mean,
Go.
or pond hocky. Just pond hockey. Just
Just pond hockey. You just can't wait until the first freeze of the season.
I keep my skates in my bag.
Yeah, the Maple Leafs have been around since like '02. No, it's 1917. Yeah.
Okay, I figured they were part of like the original 6 of the NHL. Sports.
Aren't you excited we're talking sports, John?
And we just lost all of our Canadian listenership.
No, that's not true. They don't expect us to know about hockey. It's a clearly northern sport, and we're in the far south, Indiana.
Farce. Yeah.
The Bruins, the Blackhawks, the Red Wings, the Canadiens, the Rangers, and the Leafs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's how you can introduce yourself when you meet people in the game.
Yeah.
I love the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I love the Leafs.
And Cullen, we just probably maybe put out your character creation session as a bonus episode. I don't know when that's going up yet, but tell us a little about your character.
Let's see if I can remember it. I'm Levon Fisk. I am Italian. I am an SOE operative. There was some bad stuff going on in Italy with Mussolini, and I said, no, thank you. I've had enough of this. So then I came over to Great Britain for a while, and then to help the war effort, I went back into Italy and did some minor sabotage stuff along the way.
It's pronounced sabotage.
Whatever.
Listen, all y'all, it's a sabotage.
That's right. So I did that, and my cover was I worked in a butcher shop because I was a family-run business. And
Wait a minute. Was he at the butcher shop in
Italy?
Italy?
Yeah, we were in Bulgaria.
Was he at the butcher shop in Bulgaria? Like an Italian can't go to Bulgaria. It's like right there.
I'm a citizen of the world, so whatever.
Please, I'm sorry, Levon.
That's all right. I don't know.
Levon?
Levon Fisk.
Levon. Okay.
Yes.
Not LeVar.
No, not Levon.
Not LeVar.
No.
Fisk?
Yeah,
That's right.
Fisk.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an Italian
Yeah.
name.
It's an Italian
It
name.
is an Italian name.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
That's why the kingpin of crime, and
Yeah.
Okay, that's racist.
What?
We're just gonna laugh at Ed's. What?
I got the joke. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
because
so
the
it's-
kingpin of crime. He must be Italian. Come on.
Yeah, it's
No,
a little,
he is Italian.
It's a little
in the
known
comic.
fact that Italians kind of have a history with organized crime. I don't
Yeah.
want to shatter your minds here,
Wow.
but
Wow, that's just put them in a box there. Just pigeonhole them.
that's where they belong. No, I don't feel that way at all.
And now we just lost all of our Italian listenership.
It's gonna get worse. I don't remember anything else. I'm back in Britain now for some
He
reason
was
or
pulled from the
another.
field after the events that the other team went through.
Yes.
The
What you
A
said.
team.
Yeah, the A team. There were some explosions and some dead Nazis. And
Yeah.
Oops.
Damn it, Murdoch.
Also, maybe some snake people, but we're not going to talk about that.
Go listen to those episodes if
Yeah.
you want to find out more.
Yeah. So he was pulled from the field, and I thought another espionage dude,
Sure.
bro, an espionage bro.
Yeah, and I can rock a radio like a son of a gun.
There you
So-
go. That works for me.
And I'm sneaky.
Yeah.
So that's a bonus.
Yeah, I guess that's a good question. We did this
Sneaky
before.
Italians.
What
That was,
are
that was like if Seinfeld were a spy. I'm sneaky.
what are your primary skills,
Um,
Levon?
espionage, cryptography. What else?
Machine gun.
Submachine gun. I'm very good with the submachine gun.
Welcome to the party.
Wait a minute, machine gun or submachine gun?
Submachine gun.
Okay.
Yes.
Demolitions at all?
No.
Just like everyone else.
You know,
Good.
I don't want to blow it up. I just shoot at it.
Oh, no, we still blow things up. We're just not very good at it.
Yes.
so
Just light the match and run away and hope.
to refocus us for a minute, I am looking through my notes and I don't find the name of the guy that is under Llewellyn's command.
The
at
lieutenant?
base. Yeah,
The lieutenant.
Berkshire.
Yes.
Berkshire. Okay, there he
I
is.
think it would be pronounced Berkshire.
All right, we're gonna give
I
him.
am New Zealand, New Zealandite.
Yeah.
New Zealand. Yeah.
Right.
It's
A Kiwi.
Berkshire. I'm a
That-
Kiwi.
That'd be
Yes. New Zealand's Kiwi.
yes.
I believe it's
It's al-
pronounced
it would also-
Kiwi.
I like
Yeah.
that they
The
just
Kai
took
Wise.
what we were talking about and just totally side railed it. They side railed the side rail. This is perfect. Let's
All right,
British Empire. They'd still say Berkshire.
No,
So-
electrifying episode. People just shaking hands, saying hello.
Hello.
This is my name.
And making fun of one another for being from wherever we're from.
Sure, that's right. We're all nationalists, even though that's what we're fighting
Right.
against. Whatever.
And Cullen, as a treat for our listeners, this is your first. Well, this is like your second role playing game.
Correct.
Ever?
Ever, yes.
Welcome.
But you have podcasted for 4 or 5 years.
Sure. I don't keep a diary. I
You're
don't-
on a
whatever.
fantastic podcast called Colts and McCavalcade. I had to really think. I'm sorry. I have been on this fantastic podcast. I'm coming up
Yes.
on a future episode.
Yes. You'll be
I'm
on
not going to mention what it is because I promised I'd stop.
Yeah. Hopefully, you won't bring it up every time
No.
on this episode. On
No,
this show.
I won't. But I was on a fantastic Battle for Indoor. I almost said Caravan of Courage, and I was not
Yeah.
on that. Battle for Indoor episode.
I thought you were on both.
Nope, just the one.
All right.
I wasn't cool enough to be on both.
Battle for Endor?
Oh yeah.
Ewok movies.
They watch bad
No.
movies.
Yeah.
They watch
Well, depending on what you.
substantially bad movies.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, Blood Freak. That's a heck of a movie. It's a. What was it? A pro-Christian propaganda, anti-drug horror film exploitation as well.
Wow,
sounds
that's a lot of
fantastic.
threads to braid together.
And they don't do it well. Not at all.
No, I can't
It's
imagine
like a
why.
5-year-old trying to do macrame. It's just a mess.
That sounds
yeah.
somehow worse.
You guys really should watch Dillinger is Dead. There's nothing fun or good about that.
Well, with that kind of recommendation, how can I wait?
It's Art Deco, French Art Deco, filmed in Italian, overdubbed in French, subtitled in English.
Does it come with a gun so you can just stop after the all right, well,
a gun features prominently in it. Yes, that's funny.
well, I just figured
mention it.
the
The gun's also the most interesting character.
Yeah.
I would just figure they give you okay, here's the movie and here's a gun. You're gonna need it when it's over because you just don't want to watch anything else.
Did
the
I
rest of your
mention?
life.
Did I mention it's Criterion Collection?
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
I said Art Deco, right?
Yeah, it certainly is. I don't want to say not sophisticated.
Don't worry. There's
but-
only about 20 minutes of hand puppets in it. That is not a joke.
Oh my
That's either entirely too much or not nearly enough.
Right? Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
It's right on the line.
It's in that sweet spot of we either need to cut this or add more.
Yeah.
John, are you ready to get into this?
I am.
Just over there playing Pokemon Go. Like, are you guys wrapping up already?
Hey, there's nothing. Don't judge his Pokemon Go choices.
I'm,
He's got a Moltres. Do you have Moltres?
I do. So suck on that.
Oh.
Did you get in a raid?
I'm gonna judge
No, same way you.
Same
do,
way.
Yeah.
all of you for Pokemon Go. I'm
I
going
keep
to judge
forgetting
you.
that you can't keep doing the research on the same day and get
Yeah.
more stamps because I did like 4 researches the same day and I'm like, I only have 2 stamps.
Yeah, one a day. Anyway, so when last we left our silent but deadly commandos, they were recuperating. With the question mark there?
We've seen some things.
Yeah.
We were
in,
drinking heavily.
yeah. In Wepler, a small Belgium village.
Oh, did they
Near the-
leave us there for like months on it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
'cause-
I am not comfortable with that. There are Wendigos.
well,
Well, there were.
there were.
There were Wendigos.
You say
there,
that.
There were to goes.
Slam dunk.
Wendigos, then to goes.
Go ahead, John. I'm sorry. This
So the quote-unquote witch of the town, whose name I have in my notes,
Frau.
For our listeners, not a real
Coppins,
witch.
Nadia
Coppins.
Coppins. She's a wise woman. Lives out away from town because the Catholic priest doesn't like her.
Yep.
She was of the opinion that your Corporal Williams brought.
Corporal Williams was Corporal Williams was Fishman.
Corford Halford.
Oh,
Corporal
Wells.
Halford.
I have Wells, Halford, and Williams written
Yes.
down together.
Halford equals win to dead.
Yeah.
I made that note. That was perfect. That's awesome.
You used to have
So
that,
It's
Anyway.
like instant callback.
do you have that note about holding guns at Tuba?
Tuba position equals ready position.
Matt's crying now. He's so happy.
These are the best notes.
I have not been taking notes, which any of my college professors would tell you.
So anyway,
Because he listened to the show.
Nadia Coppins was of the opinion that whichever one of those corporals was
Right.
first to be infected, he brought it with him. It was his fault. And then on digging through his notes, you found he was the lone survivor of a expedition. I forget what I
Yeah.
made up at the time. You can go back and listen.
I don't know what I said. Go listen.
Yeah, go back and listen. Anyway, so you now suspect that he cannibalized some of his comrades, at least, bringing the curse upon himself, and now you have ended him and the people he infected also.
Hopefully. But
Hope-
yeah.
Yeah. That, I mean, she's confident. She's like, you haven't had any men go missing in weeks, so
The children are oddly well behaved in town.
yeah, because they don't want the corporal to come back and get them.
Yep.
Get him.
Yep.
That's a nice way of saying it.
And then, so Loveridge, we have some things to roll.
Oh, that's me. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm like, who the hell's Loveridge?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I thought you said leverage.
Nope.
I was like, we have
Loveridge.
leverage now?
Great
That's a
show.
Long
Anyway,
enough fulcrum, yes.
Loveridge, you've not had any dreams of the yellow-eyed moon lately, so that's nice.
Yeah, but that red-eyed
the red
guy,
eyes in the
yeah.
darkness,
Yep.
they've been coming back less and less frequently. But I'm
Okay.
gonna need you to roll me a sanity check.
Of course. That is a 99.
Ouch.
I'm doing great.
So mark off one.
Oh, only one.
Only one. You're kind of getting used to this.
I like that
yeah.
I got back 2
Yeah.
at the end of the last one, and I'm already halfway back to where I was.
So yeah. So the dreams. You're in the lab. Previously, you've been able to turn away, but
Right.
at this night, this last one, before we pick up our normal timeline again, you're in the lab. The heavy canvas curtain is before you. You're moving towards it.
Mhm.
You pull it aside, and it is complete pitch black. And you don't want to walk into there, I imagine.
Right.
But your feet move without your intention, and you go into the dark, and you drop the curtain, and you're surrounded by complete blackness. You feel like you're looking around. You're spinning at a moderate pace, so as not to make yourself dizzy. But it's complete black, so there's no visual record to make you dizzy. And then you turn back towards where you think the curtain is, and start walking, and it should just be right out there, right outside your grip. And you step forward, and it's not there. And so you keep going that direction until the eyes appear before you, and they say your name, Loveridge, and that's when you wake up. And
You're right over there, Ed.
Great. I was just enjoying that. That was very nice.
So you wake up in a cold sweat.
Yeah.
And you're just not sure what to do with that, because, like I said, while you were seeing the yellow eyes, they were the red eyes were not bothering you as much. They weren't controlling the dream, but this
Right.
time they controlled the dream. That's the first time that's happened in a while, so that's a little disturbing.
So I should start eating the flesh of other people.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
That's just great.
That's a fair deduction.
That's
I will probably
we call that Tuesday around here.
pull the bottle of brown liquor from my drawer or whatever I have, and drink a little bit more to calm my nerves before falling back asleep.
Excellent. You make a mention to the guys that the dream changed again.
Oh no, they're aware that it has been unsettling.
Right. But we had that whole thing where you seem to be getting control of it and were able to
Right,
walk away. Do you want to make a note of that to anybody that has changed?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, like I said, we wake up in Wepler. Everything is more or less normal for you guys. It's been a quiet couple of, months, 2-3 months. The winter is over. Spring is finally coming to the town. Of course, being up in the mountains, that means it's a bit later in the season than you're probably used to.
Okay.
Today's the big resupply day. You're done with your winter rationing. You're going to get your new your resupply. So dinner is going to actually be decent. New guys are getting transferred in. You've got a new you've been told that you're getting a new mission. There's an incident coming. It's happening that they need you guys specifically to look into, and they're sending all of your orders with a new civilian contact, one Levon Fisk, an SOE operative recently from Italy.
Oh, you're civilian.
I really wanted his name now to be Juan Levon.
Juan Levon?
Yeah, because that's what I heard you say. I know it was one Levon Fisk, but
Yes.
it sounded like Juan Levon.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah.
I have to keep that in the back burner for something else.
If it comes up organically, we
Yeah,
can use it,
yeah.
sure.
And is this a mission for all of us, including like the grunts, or is this like?
It's a mission that they want Wing Commander Reese Llewellyn to handle
Okay.
at his as he sees fit based on the details.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
But it's you guys, your company, I guess is the right word.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the
Unit.
unit. I don't know which size is the right term
I
for.
don't know.
Yeah.
Squad.
Yeah.
So we're bigger than a squad. Squad's 5 people. I know that.
Okay.
So, and a group of squads is something.
Squid.
We can,
So-
just be a big unit. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a moderately sized unit.
Yeah.
We're-
Adequate unit.
We're big enough we're a big enough unit to get the job done.
You're going to feel that
Exactly.
we're there.
Yeah.
So, Levon, you come into this Belgian town on a truck, and everything seems, normal when you get there. It's a it's a Belgian town, heavily influenced by the German the German exchange, because the border is like right there. In different times, previous eras, travel back and forth across the border would not have been a problem. Everybody, the people of this area just aren't those type to be concerned with a border. They'll pay their taxes to the guy that demands they pay their taxes, and then they just go about their lives. They don't really consider themselves citizens of a particular nation, other than they're told they are Belgium, and the guys across the border now want to kill them on sight, because they're not Germans. So it's kind of a thing, but
It's what they're into.
So, like I said, you've been handed this packet and told to deliver it to Wing Commander Reese Llewellyn, who's taken over the inn. He and his men have basically taken over the hotel, the town hotel, and have made it their base. So you get off the truck, you go in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Anything you want to do before reporting?
No, I'm just gonna go to the inn. I got nothing else to do.
Okay.
So.
All right. So it takes a few minutes. You you see a corporal at the door. You explain who you are, and he points you over. He says, "That's Lieutenant Berkshire, and he is on duty. Go see him."
Okay.
So you meet this a little haggard. He looks like he hasn't slept well, at least this night. He's got bags under his eyes, that kind of thing. British gentleman, and he says, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
I have a package here that I'm here to deliver to the wing commander.
Yep, Wing Commander Loveridge or Llewellyn.
That's right. As far as I know. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's due on. He's going to be reporting for duty any minute now. And he looks at his watch, and sure enough, it's coming up on the hour. So, Wing Commander, you can make your entrance if you wish.
All right.
Okay.
So, yes.
So what is we didn't get around to it when we were discussing characters. What does Reese look like?
Reese, I believe he is average sized.
Yeah.
He has dark hair and light eyes. Not overly handsome, but he claims his face is serviceable enough.
Just like the group, the unit.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
He's definitely a military man. Even when he's walking casually, he sort of is walking in cadence. Mm-hmm. Very well put together.
And then of Welsh descent, if that
Yes.
is a thing that your character notes in people.
Okay. Well, wing commander. Hey, it's me. I'm Levon Fisk. I've been ordered to come here. I've been ordered to give you this package.
Thank you. I'll look at the package and the orders.
Yeah. Do you want to go into like your
we'll
office?
invite him back into the office.
Okay. Would this be since you knew you were expecting new orders, would you want the two captains to be present, or you want to just go over it?
I'll let them know that we're receiving new orders. If they choose to arrive, they can. If not,
Sure.
I'm
But
not
you're
going
not
to
gonna
order
wait
them.
but you're not going to wait for them either. Okay. So yeah, you sit down at your desk and
Yes.
open up your confidential, super secret orders.
Mhm.
And basically, so inside is a recording of or they tell you it's a recording of a broadcast that has come out of a German radio tower near you. They don't have exact coordinates because they don't have anyone on the German side. They're trying to triangulate it, and locate it and figure out what's going on. The recording makes them, they think there's some type of secret lab, and sorry, I'm on the wrong tab. There's something on the recording that makes them think that this is something that Loveridge and McKenzie are aware of and they are particularly suited to deal with. Your orders are to send Fisk with some men across the German border using your newly acquired radio equipment that came in the truck with you to finish triangulating the position of the tower and see what's going on there.
All right.
Learn more information at this point. And so basically, at this point in time, you've read through everything. I hope it all makes sense. And the only thing left to do would be to listen to the recording.
Yes. Before I put the recording on, I will send Berkshire to acquire the captains.
Okay. So we assemble everybody in the room. Do you have a
Oh, no, no. I'm
question?
just
okay.
getting it right in my head, just
Yeah.
picturing it. that's
Yeah.
all.
So
Are you ready?
I'm ready. So everybody's sitting in the room. You can put the reel-to-reel on the recorder.
Yep.
And this is what you hear.
Achtung, Achtung, Fortschritt bereicht, Bahnhof 5, Achtung, Albion 813, S2, DC 19, 12, 5, 3, 113, 32, 3, 5, 10, 2, 21, 17, 14, 80, 5, 1, 40, 22, 7, 5, 27, 2, 36, 23, 7, 69, 23, 2, 97, 39, 16, 75, 6, 2, 4, 4, 6, 17, 9, 6, 1, 1, 18, 75, 6, 2, 34, 26, 18, 31, 30, 5, 20, 30, 16, 5, 27, 2, 36, 23, 7.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Ed has a question here.
yeah.
Where did you get that recording?
I have a friend who speaks German.
Oh, who
Oh.
recorded it
Yeah,
for you?
she-
I have a friend.
Yeah, no, yeah, she just used what's the Apple thing, GarageBand, and they have a filter to get
Sure,
add
yeah.
echo and stuff,
Okay.
and she just
So I
Nice.
wondered, like, you just have a recording of a German ghost
Yeah,
for some
Right.
reason.
Yeah. Excellent.
yeah, I wrote up a script for her and
Well,
she read it.
She
That's
she did an excellent job.
production
Yeah.
values.
Yeah,
we
no
tried it.
kidding.
We try to get them sometimes.
Wow.
So
I'm impressed. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to the game.
Thanks for making the A team look like crap.
I said we try sometimes. I have a particular resource and I decided to use it. So
No, it's good. I
Yeah.
liked it.
You have a particular set of skills.
I do. Anyway, so yeah, now I've tapped my friend circle. We're done. Like that's it. Like,
I have one friend.
Yeah, outside of this particular group. Yeah. So, anybody want to respond to that?
What does it say?
I don't know. What does it say?
I speak German.
believe
want me
You
to roll
do.
that?
I
Well,
do.
Like, it's.
I mean, everybody can roll.
Oh.
Yes.
know?
17.
I mean, I know what's being said. As far as what it means, I don't know.
Oh, you
Okay.
speak German in actual life? Un petit?
Well,
Bit, bitte,
I would say
bitte.
it was a list of numbers,
Yeah.
I
right.
believe.
Oh, okay. It was a
It-
list of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they're not like coordinates, there's way too many numbers for it to be coordinates.
Unless
right?
they're really specific.
down to like the street and like the house. It's
Down to
And-
the
and, like,
molecule.
The corner of the room.
yeah, exactly.
I succeeded with a 17 under my
Nice.
30.
I succeeded with a 2 under 80.
As a, to give Cullen a heads up, when you succeed at a skill, you're going to mark that box next to it. Don't mark it too dark because you'll eventually erase them. And when we have
Okay.
a chance, we can increase those during downtime.
Okay.
So that's like leveling up in D&D.
Quote unquote,
is
yeah.
You get to potentially increase your skills.
Okay.
So
Okay.
You guys
anybody?
keep talking about this D&D. What is that? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Kidding. Kidding.
It's like mazes and monsters.
It's Dark Dungeon.
But not as awesome.
You're right.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah, you're right that it is mostly numbers. It starts out, she says, attention, attention, octong, octong. Progress report, station 5, attention. Oops. Albion, 813, S2 DC-19.
I'm sorry, can you slow down with the numbers? 813 S2.
DC-19. And then I'm not going to go through all of this,
Right.
but 1253, 113, 323, 5102, 21, 17, 14, so on and so on for the rest of the
And they're all
recording.
series of 3 numbers.
She pauses after saying 3 numbers.
Okay.
How many letters are in there? Is it just interspersed here and there?
How many letters?
Like percentage-wise, letters to numbers, are we looking like 40?
She says a sentence, or
right after that when we hit the 813.
813 S2 DC-19.
Is that all the letters?
That's it.
Okay.
Afterwards, it's all
just
numbers.
Three sets of
Three,
numbers.
sets of 3 numbers
Okay.
with a slight pause as though she's reading a sentence in 3 numbers.
Do we
It's
know?
probably just gotta be a code, right?
Right, well, you are the cryptographer.
Right.
Do we know what Albion is? Are we
I
familiar with that?
I would be. Albion is the old name for the British Empire.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Kind of
don't know
like
that.
King Arthur was king of
Oh.
Albion.
Okay. Okay. So basically says progress report for Station 5, England, crap ton of numbers and letters. Or crap ton of numbers, a couple of letters.
Well, I would say, I mean, three numbers, a letter, a number, two letters, and 2 numbers isn't quite a crap ton.
and then a crap ton of letters.
And then a crap ton of numbers. Yeah.
All right. Since I am a cryptographer, can I do something to figure out what it means?
You can roll.
Okay. What do I? I don't know. If
So
I have
you'll
to
roll percentage.
Okay. So.
So it
2 D10s. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I roll as well?
If you want to.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to can roll.
and I assume we can listen to this several times.
Oh, yeah. You can listen to it as much as you want.
Well, no good.
So
No?
you got an 83
Yeah.
over
80.
all right, 80.
Okay.
That
So
happens.
it's just missed.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
That would be a cryptography fail for me.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have a 70 in cryptography.
Okay, I have a 1.
The first time I had to roll, botched it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, not
super pumped.
not bad.
It's all
Like
right.
if
It's all right. It's all
if
right.
if nobody else had succeeded, I might have given you a
Right.
clue because it was only 3 over.
Right.
What would a critical fail in cryptography mean?
They would send us in
I
the
give you the wrong
direction.
information.
Oh, okay.
It
I-
says I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Lousy Germans.
Drink
Yeah,
your
so-
Ovaltine.
So the last clue in that first sentence that you glom onto there is the sequence of numbers and letters that Matt is freaking out about. The 813 S2 DC-19. That's the library designation that's the system that the British Library uses to designate books.
Okay.
But unfortunately, you're in Belgium, so you don't have access to a library that uses that system to identify that book.
They don't use the Dewey Decimal.
Not yet. They will. I looked this up. Production values.
Yes, very good. Very good.
Well, can we get Britain on the phone?
Oh, totally. You can totally
All right.
send a message back and tell them that you have this information. In the meantime, you have a question?
Oh, no.
Okay. In the meantime, you've been given orders to try and locate the station, and you've been given their broadcast schedule. In 3 days, they're going to be broadcasting again.
Okay.
The thing about this message is they keep sending out the same one over and over again, and that's what really bothers them. Is they don't understand what's being said. Why would they keep repeating the same message over and over again?
John, have I ever told you that radio broadcasts like this freak me out in real life? Like Matt is
Yeah.
freaked out by number station
Yeah.
stuff.
No, I didn't know that.
Thanks.
Well, you should be because they're kind of freaky. Like, what are
Right.
they doing?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I just like to think it's a couple stoned people in the basement.
Just trying to with Matt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mess with Matt.
Yeah, as
It's
a
our
reminder, this podcast is PG-13, Edwino.
Well,
I wasn't aware
We
you weren't able
try.
to edit.
Muthacious.
Look, I don't have a problem editing.
Thank you, Cullen.
I don't have a problem editing out one. However, in the past,
Well,
there
no,
was
one.
a guy. There was a guy.
Dude, every time I let one slip, you bring up the guy who used it every other word.
It was bad, wasn't it,
It
John?
was kind of bad.
It was,
Have,
well, no,
have
it
I
was-
ever approached that level?
No.
No.
You
Okay.
also have not opened a landing beer 8 times into the mic.
Yeah. that was
Opened
annoying.
a what?
I ran a one shot. I did a sci-fi one shot of Cthulhu where they were space freighters,
Okay.
and this guy, the guy in question, was playing the ship's engineer,
Okay.
and he made it as a character quirk of his that when they were landing the ship, that he would have a landing beer to celebrate, that they made it to the planet and didn't die in the vacuum of space.
Sure.
But then, his beer was to enjoy the potential that they would die crashing down onto the planet. So, but because of the way things happened,
that sounds like an OSHA wet
yeah,
dream.
yeah,
Go on.
but in the course of the game,
This ship
he
was not
managed,
safe.
yeah, he managed to find 4 or 5 reasons to have a landing beer.
And at the
In
time, we were recording on a snowball in the middle of the table, and he'd
And he
go,
would-
landing beer.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
doesn't know how mics work, apparently.
He did.
he did. He was intentionally being a jerk
Oh,
to
so he's a
the.
Do you
turd.
remember earlier when I
Yeah.
said I have a certain level of quality I'm looking for?
I have to clear that bar, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
yeah. I also don't need second
Don't
edition
stumble
D&D
over
players.
that bar.
So, anyway,
All right.
so
Sorry. Go ahead.
How dare you? Now I got to do that.
yeah.
All right.
So that while they are figuring that out, you send back the message that it has something to do with the British Library,
Yes.
and they're like, oh, holy crap, that's brilliant. We didn't think of that at all. We'll get right on that, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But in the meantime, you have your mission to send out a team and try to locate
So
The tower.
the tower. Yeah.
what's the expectation on how far out we're going to go? As far as, like, do we have a general idea of where we should be headed to?
Are we going into Germany?
Oh, I assume we're
yes,
going into
you're
Germany.
going. So the way I understand radio triangulation to work is you can get 3. As long as you can get 3 points, you can locate any point within them that's broadcasting.
Yeah, with some
With-
right margin for
Right.
failure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
If you get close enough to it, you can probably figure it
right,
out.
so
yeah.
they've got places outside of Germany.
Okay.
They've triangulated it down to near the border with you guys.
So we will be headed towards, I would assume, south of Cologne.
Sure, since you're looking at the map and I'm not.
Oh, I'm
That's-
sorry.
Yeah.
Let me turn that.
Yeah.
So as I understood it, we were like here-ish,
Yep.
which is south of Aachen.
Yep.
So we're going to be heading south of
That's
of
actually
Cologne,
how they pronounce it.
Cologne and Bonn.
Yeah, they're basically suggesting west of you
Okay.
guys,
East.
of you guys, because I know how compass
Go to
works.
France.
Going to France.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do they have? Do we
I
need
Say
knew
to
I
go,
should have
lovely
taken
this
that
time
left
of
point
year.
at Albuquerque.
Do we need to go in a distance, like almost to Frankfurt, or do we just need to be over the border? So Frankfurt's here.
Yeah, not as far as Frankfurt.
So like somewhere between these two.
Yeah,
I don't
those
need
2
that.
parks.
These
That
two-
are,
The Google Maps is now telling me all about Frankfurt and Cologne. So
Places to
somewhere
eat.
between. So it will be in the wilderness.
Yes.
Our chance of being caught is lowered by that.
right. Other than they don't know what's going on in the area,
Right.
so you need to still be on the lookout for military patrols.
And so we're to infiltrate, triangulate, and then go find this thing.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to verify that
Maybe
I
not.
understood everything.
Yeah. Infiltrate Germany, triangulate the location of the tower, and then go see what the heck's going on there
Okay.
as safely as possible.
Man, my want to increase my weaponry to a higher caliber is pretty. Can we get like rocket propelled grenades? I'm
No.
not, like that's not okay. So no heavy weaponry is
No.
available.
No, well, I mean, you guys have
We have
Wait,
grenades.
you've had grenades. I think I'm going to limit you to that.
That's fine. I'm
Are you having post-traumatic stress?
a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Last time we went to a
Ima-
castle. And
No,
then-
wait a minute. Are you having imaginary post-traumatic stress, or okay?
Yeah.
Okay. In character.
Because
in-
one's
in
funny and the
universe.
other one's sad.
You're right. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I
We're
want to
going
know: should I be laughing at you
Yeah,
or
you should be
crying? for
laughing
you?
at me.
Okay,
Pause
good.
this. Or
We're
Good.
going to restrict you to grenades until you get your demolition skill a little higher.
That that is a fair.
Thanks, Mom.
Or heavy weapons,
Or heavy weapons.
Both are options.
or rifle grenade.
Rifle grenade.
Right? It's
Is that just is that a grenade that shoots rifles or a rifle that shoots grenades?
That would be awesome.
Either
no,
are
no, no, no.
good.
I like the first. I like the first much better.
hits the air and just poof, and then all these
rifles
rifles
everywhere.
Just shower
rifles
down.
that are firing.
Yes. Yes.
It's
Yes.
a lot of engineering went into it, but
Yeah.
man, worth it. Absolutely worth it.
Each one costs $1 billion.
And that's in
Worth it.
$40s.
Yeah, right.
wow.
All right.
We've not derailed this at all.
No. So, what's your plan?
Well, I believe the plan would be, Senor Fisk, you'll be coming with us into the field.
Did you call him
Great.
Senor Fisk?
He did.
Yes.
Okay.
He's Italian, so I wanted to.
Now, we're on the same
Not
page now.
senor. Senior.
No, we're on the same page now. I was just like, why are we ordering churros from this guy all of a sudden? Like,
Oh,
'Cause
that's
Matt
where
doesn't
my
know-
my
yeah.
Matt's stupid American mind went.
I could go for some churros.
Can we
though.
get some churros? Yeah.
Especially
no?
churro rellenos, like with some strawberry. So
I would say that we go ahead.
I would, if we can, I would like to requisition an unmarked Jeep or troop transport of some description.
We're not going to
Definitely.
be able to drive across on any road. We're going to have to hoof this.
Okay.
That would be my assumption, sir.
How far are we marching into enemy territory?
Miles.
Okay, so
I'm
not-
sorry, kilometers.
We're not talking. We're not talking dekilometers, are we?
No, I
Oh,
don't
jeez.
think so. From my map knowledge,
Centimeters,
I
not
need like
decameters.
mapping on here. Actually, I guess
Somebody's
that
got
does
to.
kind of fall under track, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Track and survival, I would think. Could easily read a map.
Wow, why is it not giving me my? Is this?
It's actually called orienteering.
Right, but that's not a skill on
Oh, I
our
know.
character sheet. So
It's just a fact that I know that I
Yes.
really like the name of.
I was in Apple. I was in Apple Maps, which was a
That's-
terrible idea.
that's
I thought you were going to say I was at Applebee's. What are you talking about?
That, which is also a terrible idea.
Oh, absolutely.
Unless
This
they have
podcast sponsored by Applebee's.
unless they have the dollar margaritas.
Hey, do you like salt? Come to Applebee's. We got a whole bunch of it.
The dollar margaritas are seriously made with the stuff that they also use to clean the drains.
I'm not proud.
I'm not proud. Well, if it works.
I would say. I'm trying to get the best.
So do they want us to just set up like radio ping so we can figure out where they are, or are they counting on us to track down and find this place? Are they tracking on us to infiltrate it?
all of the above. For
Okay.
step one, though, is locate.
Okay, so we will take a small group, maybe the four of us, with Senor Fisk and the two captains and myself. Maybe 3 or 4 other grunts coming with us.
Yeah, they definitely don't want you to empty out Wepler of,
Yeah.
of troops
Maybe
because that's still an outpost they want to have.
Have we received new men yet for the 3 that got Wendigo?
Yes, they came in with the trucks.
Should've said Wendigo.
I'm really
supplies.
upset. I'm really upset I missed the Wendigo. That would have been awesome.
We're about 50 kilometers out
Okay, so not too terrible.
We turn
From-
them into Wendigo
from
jerky.
to be in the position where we want to
I
be.
hope so.
Yes.
So that's it's going to be about a 50 kilometer. I mean, we're looking at a couple of days there, a couple of days back.
Yeah.
Plus whatever, the place we're looking at could be much deeper in as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
the scenario you're at because like I said, they're saying it's near your near the border with you, but they can't get any closer at this point in time because everything has been out. This 3 stations they've got have been outside of Germany, so
Okay.
they want you to narrow those down.
We are about to start World War II, is what I'm hearing. When
Could
it's already started. War's been declared.
Okay, war were declared.
We're going to make it worse or
I was
better.
about to say we're about to invade Belgium is about to invade Germany. It's going to get exciting.
Technically, England, or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Great Britain,
Great Britain.
because
Yeah.
we're all
The United Kingdoms.
right.
Thanks, Teach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look. We're already dumb enough Americans. We don't need to be super dumb Americans.
So
So you said the 4 of us and like 4 other guys.
I was thinking that we have what we agree on, like a garrison of 20 or 30.
yeah,
We leave the lieutenant with the
Yes.
garrison.
Yep.
Lieutenant Berkshire can hold down the fort. That is
Um,
His
do,
job.
Do I have a good feel for the men? over the last couple of months. What month are we in? Like March?
Yeah.
Okay.
Too easy.
Do I have a
Easy.
good feel for the men? Could I roll command for that, maybe?
Sure.
You guys are gross and terrible.
Stop saying it.
It's not gross. Be sex positive, Matt. It's not gross.
I'm just feeling up all the men under my command.
Yeah.
That is actually assault, sexual assault.
Well, because
You're
it's unwanted.
feeling up all of the men under
Not
your
in the
command?
40s, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
no. 40s was just being assertive.
Right. Nope, I'm good. I don't
Do you
know
like
anything about these
gladiator
guys.
movies?
As far as the men, you've got some remnants of the
Of the,
Oh, your guys.
of
you-
the Marv Fishman
yeah,
party.
of the Marv Fishman, the Wolf Fishman
Yeah.
contingent.
That's right. He's not Marv Fishman. He's not
Wolf.
he's
No.
not a game show host.
No, Marv Fishman is Wolf's brother.
Right. We
He's the
established
game
He's
that.
the game show. Marv is the game show host. He
Yeah.
decided not to go to law school, much to the chagrin.
Marv and Wolf.
of
what
his
were
parents.
wrong with those parents?
I would, and there's also
Well, for
Lloyd,
one thing, they're
Lloyd,
fishmen.
yeah.
there's also Lloyd Fishman. But all I know is I would vote for the Wolf Fishman party.
The just for the record, he's called Wolf Fishman because one of our men turned into a fish man.
Or deep one, as it's known in the.
Yeah, and then there were wolves. So somehow we got sidetracked onto Wolf.
Well, and we
Fishman.
thought the Wendigo were werewolves
right,
at first.
right. That's true.
As you would.
So we thought one of your men had also turned into a wolf fishman.
I'd like to take our men. I feel more comfortable with what they've seen, although they haven't really seen much. But we're just going to stick with that.
Well,
So you're saying they haven't seen things.
we also brought some men with
Not
the
as
wind.
many
We
things.
brought some of our men into the Wendigo party, which were also your men.
That's true.
So we will get those guys.
Yeah, the guys that are least likely to see something freaky and run.
Sure. Yeah, they've lost a
The
few
guys who are
sanity
more
points.
likely to see something freaky and put 3 rounds rapid into it.
The ones that when like everything's calm at night, they light up a cigarette and say, "I've seen things."
They're like, oh God,
Yeah.
shit.
See, I'd
Great
rather-
story, Ed. Never mind.
I'd rather bring the guy that when the one guy lights up his cigarette and says, "I've seen things," and they're like, "We know, George."
We've all seen things.
You haven't. You've been living with us the last year, you jerk.
No, this is great.
Okay, so I mean, there are roads up to the border that you could take, but they aren't going to get you very far if you want to avoid military patrols and whatnot.
I would rather. My suggestion as our tracker would be just to take it on foot the whole way.
Nick Nolte and Tropic Thunder. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done now.
I've not seen.
Oh, the guy with the hooks.
Yeah, the guy with the hooks.
The demolitions expert.
Who's always hiding in the dark corners saying, "You guys haven't seen what I've seen,"
You know,
in his crazy Nick Nolte way. I'm
Sure.
sorry. Please continue.
nice.
Oh my God, that was a really good Nick Nolte.
Yeah, I can only do gross Nick Nolte. I can't do 3 hours Nick Nolte.
No.
So-
he's just
Nobody wants that, though.
nobody wants that Nick Nolte.
Yeah.
So we are going to take ourselves and 4 of our men, so 8.
Uh-huh.
We will get some provisions.
Okay.
Do we want to take some cold weather gear just in case?
How far into spring are we? Having said that, in Indiana, where it snowed 80 degrees, so I really don't have a high expectation.
We don't want to take the Jeep because we're afraid of potholes.
Wow.
Proud of that one.
It's
The-
so real. It's too real. It's
the
just too real.
the issue of the mountains makes you think that perhaps cold weather gear is a good idea, at least for
Yeah.
nighttime.
I mean, not full blown like the snowshoes and skis we had going after the Wendigo.
Right.
You're in the mountains,
That's
so maybe.
I don't know how to ski.
Ooh, that's no.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, I think I do have cold weather survival.
Skiing is actually a skill on here.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking
I
at.
have
here.
20%.
I've got.
Oh, I have a 23% ski.
Nice.
I have a 5%.
Big
Really
five.
good at it.
Well, you grew up
did-
in the tropics, so
Right.
it's fine.
Right.
You didn't go through the cold weather.
No, I
You
failed.
failed
it.
your roll.
Yeah.
I grew up in the warm places.
So yeah, a warm weather loadout is probably advisable because
Cold weather loadout.
Cold weather. Sorry.
Okay.
Warm weather loadout is a
no,
pipe dream.
No.
So just all wear Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaiian shirts, sandals with socks because we're on vacation.
Yeah.
Right.
It'll be the perfect disguise. No one will see us coming.
Yeah.
carrying yard mards in Germany.
So yeah, cold weather loadout would be
Lederhosen.
advisable.
Later, yeah.
Alpine horn.
Yeah.
Um,
Perfect.
but yeah, during the day it's going to be, it's still brisk, but cold weather gear would probably overheat you.
Yeah.
But at night, cold weather gear is probably going to make life bearable. So,
Especially because we're probably not going to have much in the way of campfires because we want to avoid detection.
Yep,
Yeah.
all that good stuff. So,
Yeah. I'm going to take a couple extra drums and then an extra magazine.
okay,
Oh, I do want to requisition some explosives just in case.
like what?
Maybe a
Sticks of
couple-
dynamite.
I was going to think a satchel charge,
Okay,
like a.
you can have a satchel charge because that works out so well in this game.
We did
We
just
gotta-
literally lose a character to his own satchel charge in the other game.
Lovely.
Oh, we got to destroy the tower, right? So yeah, we
Yeah,
got.
I
yeah.
mean, conceivably, who knows? I mean,
Well, that's what we're going in with.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, I've
So-
got the satchel charge now. I just need to find a lightsaber and a.
Star Destroyer.
I was going to say a grapple gun.
yeah,
Or
that'd be
Do the
good.
Luke thing.
oh, yeah, okay.
So I've got 3 mags for my 1911. I've got 10 mags for my Enfield. And how many drums are you taking for your Thompson?
Taking 2 in a magazine, so 250s plus the 50 that's already in there,
Okay.
and then another 20. We've seen things.
Why are you
guess.
taking why 2 in a magazine? Why not just 3 drums?
Because the drum is stupid heavy and the magazine is not as heavy, so I'm not going to load myself down with 3 drums, but I didn't think 2 was enough and 3 was too many, so I cut the difference and got a magazine.
I'll take 3 drums.
I'm going to take 2 drums and a box of ammo for my pistol.
Okay,
And I will also want to get maybe a couple grenades.
okay.
We've just got a box in the break room at this
Oh,
point.
yeah, it's like coffee, creamer, grenades.
You have an empty box of grenades.
So how many grenades are you taking?
I'll take 2.
6 for me.
I was going to take 17.
Is there a limit to how much we can carry, or what?
Grenades aren't that heavy. Don't worry. About it.
There is technically, I mean,
Or like a weight or a number, or
As
or
long
what?
as you don't approach illogical, I think we're pretty cool.
yeah.
okay.
I don't play it by the hard rules. Technically, I guess I wasn't here for your rolling
no,
of your
I
stats.
I have a pistol. I've got my
He has a-
Browning high power pistol and a Stein MK Mark something for my submachine gun.
Okay, and that's all the equipment that you've got at the moment.
Correct.
Okay.
That's a Sten.
You'll also
Oh, okay.
Like it's a well-known machine gun. It's a Sten. Sorry.
I'm sorry,
Well,
Mr. Gunn.
we will also need to get you a radio kit, which is going to be
Oh no,
kind of heavy.
there's a radio kit that somebody's got to carry.
We've got the
Oh.
4 dudes.
Well, I'm about to say he's going to be our radio operator.
I am
So
excellent at the radio.
Yeah, but does he have to carry the radio, or
True.
does he just have to operate the
well,
radio?
he's
Well-
a civilian, so he doesn't have to carry anything.
Peering across the table, his strength is 11, so he should not carry the radio. We'll give it to one of the grunts,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then the grunt can just kneel down and
We'll
you
just
can
call
use
him-
the radio.
We'll call him Tiny.
What happened to Corporal Williams?
He got winded. He got winded dead.
No. He
He's
turned
Winter
into a
Went.
fish man.
Oh,
Yeah.
Williams. Well, then Williams is in a lab somewhere in England being studied.
fair.
So
That's fair.
Along with the corpses of Halford, Wells, and someone
Yeah.
else. Because
yeah.
we did specifically keep their corpses.
Yes.
So how many grenades are you taking, Matt? I'm
6.
sorry.
We also have a giant wolf corpse.
I'm taking 6.
I don't know what happened to that.
Well, it's been
Our
months.
top men are
Sunday
working
dinner.
on it.
Yeah,
Our top men are working on it.
Top
Top
chefs.
Men.
it's been months, so I'm assuming by this point it's some sort of cape or something. I'm not wearing a cape
It-
out of the.
No, it's in the.
It's a
in
rug.
it's in my office.
Oh yeah.
Let's put the skin up on the wall.
So as
No,
we're all
it's-
packing up and it's clear that the civilian doesn't have any grenades,
yeah.
I'm going to just like take 2 and be like, you want these?
Yeah, I'll take.
Take
sure.
2, they're small.
I got 2 grenades now.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, these are grenades. They go boom.
I know how grenades work. I've been to Italy.
Lovely picture of Italy we're getting.
I'm not sure quite what that means, but I like it.
I've seen things.
grenades when you want to kill a bunch of people, but they're over there.
That's right.
But not way over there.
Not way over there.
just kind of over there.
Just kind of over there.
We know all about grenades
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah.
Clearly, Mr. Stin.
Do you have throw? Because that gets important.
Yeah. What is your throw skill,
Oh.
by the way? I'm just curious.
My throw.
Base.
Yeah.
Base.
Okay.
25, yeah.
All right.
You
so
know what?
then your
I-
other stats, you
Hey,
have
Cap, I
strength.
think you should take those grenades back from
No. When
That's
we
why I only
need
have
to,
2.
when we need to open a door, put a grenade in, and shut the door, we have him do it.
Right.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
So you have
He's a
strength
civilian.
11.
He can break rules. Wait, no.
yeah.
This is pre-Geneva Convention. There's
Yeah,
not a whole lot of rules of war right now.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do all kinds of stuff.
All right.
Ugh.
So
Like
Levon,
fishermen
so
people.
let-
We're
I'd like to go
twisted.
over Levon's skills or
Oh, sure. Of
stats,
course.
just
Sorry.
so I'm generally aware.
Absolutely.
Strength 11.
My constitution is that
Yep.
right? Yeah. 13. Size 13. My dexterity is 9. I have an appearance of 7, so I'm probably in the same.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
serviceable.
Yeah. My sanity is 70. My
Intelligence.
is 13. My power is 14. My education is 13.
Okay,
Idea is at 65. Luck is at 70, and knowledge is 65.
excellent. Okay. So while we're on the subject of equipment, though, you probably want to write down for yourself a tent and cold
Okay.
weather gear,
Okay. Yeah.
just to
I'll
note
take
that,
it.
because those will be in plentiful supply, and they would be able to outfit that to you.
Also, do you have some form of like a melee weapon, a knife, or a?
Trenching tool.
I don't think we went over that when we set it up. So no, I do not have a knife.
We'll get you one.
Okay. Okay.
Do you have one on
Oh yeah,
your
what
sheet?
happened to my
I
entrenching
do not.
tool?
I have an entrenching
I have
tool.
no idea.
I
Is it not
crossed
on
out.
your-
I crossed out my entrenching tool.
Yeah,
I think
it
you
broke.
broke it on a Wendigo.
Yeah, we broke an entrenching tool digging something.
Oh, okay. So I've got.
Oh, the shallow grave for the children.
That's what it was.
Dark.
After we wrapped them in the remnants of their clothing,
Yeah.
Wow.
it got really dark.
You know what?
It's a time of
don't.
war.
I don't remember that, and I think I'm better off for it.
You've repressed that.
Entrenching tool does a d6 plus 2 plus damage bonus.
So I'll take a knife. I
Okay.
guess.
Does anyone anybody have
I have
anything
an
other than an
entrenching
entrenching tool as a melee?
I have a knife and an entrenching tool.
You give him the stats for a knife.
The knife is going to be a d4 plus 2 plus. Yeah, just a d4 plus 2. It doesn't. It has a base stat of 25%.
Okay.
It doesn't sit on there, so you'll write it down here.
Oh, okay,
In the
okay.
melee area.
Okay.
In the melee.
I see. Okay. Very good.
Actually, before we get started off into the darkness, that is Germany.
Uh-huh.
Why don't we take a break and come back next week with
Sounds like it.
starting there.
Yeah.
Don't forget we have other podcasts out there, the Nerds Domain podcast and There Are Four Lights. Those are all great. Cullen has Cult Cinema Cavalcade, and it's
Great.
the movies. The podcast is great. The movies, not so much.
Can you say that one more time? It's kind of rushed.
Cult Cinema Cavalcade.
There you go. I like that.
I've seen all kinds of great things. I know what you're talking about.
All right. And we will talk to you guys next week.
And that will do it for us tonight on the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Remember, you can email us at nerdsdomain@gmail.com or find us over on Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/nerdsdomain and twitter.com/nerdsdomain. You can also check out our site at nerdsdom.com. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter while you're there. You can head over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. We want to thank Passion Nerdly for our music. Don't forget, you can support us at patreon.com/nerdsdomain and check out our shirts at TeePublic.